Hey guys, it's TTL back with another video for you, and today we're going to be taking a look at these Antec TrueQuiet 120 UFO fans. I'm going to call them the Ring Fans, and you'll see why in a little minute. Anyway, this is the packaging that you get, and essentially I'm going to skip straight to it, and we're going to go straight to the fan itself, and I'll talk to you about it. Now, essentially, these have been around for a little while. But they've been available in the States, but the UK peeps decided not to bring them in because these rubber corners were orange, and it stuck out a bit. And what the delay has been is the UK been waiting for the grommets at the edges to be black, and it does give them a much more subtle and kind of refined and almost grown-up look. And I actually quite like it. Now you can see that the blades in the middle, you can see that you've got some design around the outside, and it's round here. You can see it's a bit textured, and you can see like the fins on it. It almost looks like a fish fin, I think is the best way I can explain it. But I actually really do like the fact that they're semi-opaque. They've got kind of a smoked look to them. I do think that it might have been nice if there was a black sticker or something over the front so that you couldn't see the windings of the motor there. Maybe even just like a grey sticker or something. But anyway, so we've got that nice design, but around the outside you can see this ring. Now I will show you them lit up, but there are still the 4 LEDs that you would have been used to with other fans, but because of the ring around the outside, this does help to light it up and give it the ring fan effect. Now, something quite unique about this is it's got a little switch here. Now this switch switches you between 1000 RPM and 600 RPM. With that switch, it takes you from 46.3 CFM down to 21.1 CFM. So that's the two differences. But normally with an LED fan, when you switch or turn them down, the LEDs would get duller because of less power going into the fan itself. But these are wired differently, and that even though you've still got a normal 3-pin, which is all flat black cables, when you turn it down to 600 RPM, the LEDs stay the same brightness. So that's brilliant, because obviously the LEDs on these are part of the reason that you would want them. Or probably going to be the main thing anyway. So they come in blue, white, green, red, as I will show you. You've got what they call uniquely designed fan blades to increase airflow. Now these aren't designed to be radiator fans. There's not a massive amount of static pressure. But I've got to admit, when it comes to fans, obviously sometimes I look at specs, but a lot of the time it is actually nice just to pick a fan that looks pretty, because they still move air, and then I just kind of adjust my settings around it. Now I can say that these are immensely quiet on both the 600 RPM and the 1000 RPM. They don't make a lot of noise. I could hardly tell the difference between 600 and then going up to 1000. But obviously if you wanted to set it up for extreme quiet, you can use that switch. If you're going to have quite a complex system, or a lot of these fans, you're probably going to want to find the way that you want them and fix it there, but you can still, if you want, play around with this in your BIOS settings. One of the things that it does come with is this 3-pin to Molex adapter, which you can daisy chain, and this you can plug into your motherboard to be able to monitor the RPM if you wanted. But I do think, as far as Antec is concerned there, I think they could have made those cables black, so it would have been a little bit nicer or something. It's a very minor thing. We've actually been using this to do the light display, which I'll show you shortly. But all of them are available at overclockers now, and like I said, I'll put the link underneath. But I think it's really nice that they waited for the black grommets rather than flooding the market with orange ones and then changing their mind halfway through. So they got a lot of plus points for that. But we need to move on very rapidly to the whole point about these fans, which is the lights. I'll be honest with you, peeps. When other fans have been released with LEDs that I've liked that weren't necessarily designed for radiator fans, if these fans fit your design, I would just run with it. Unless you're looking for an absolutely screaming arse end system where everything's got to be the best it possibly can be, cool. These may not be for your radiator, but they could be perfect for your case. Obviously we spoke about performance before. One thing I would say though is sometimes it is nicer to just sacrifice a few degrees with it on a heatsink or an AIO or something like that, just because it's going to look really, really pretty on there. But it's obviously something that you can decide yourself. I'm certainly not going to mark it down because they look the absolute nuts. And they've got a very specific task. Maybe they'll bring out some different ones later on. But if it was me, I'd be going and ordering an awful lot of those white ones, because obviously that's my thing, and I think they really look so nice. And as I said before, the smoked blades on them works really well. I actually really, really like these. Good job, Antec. Why couldn't we have had them sooner? Anyways, as I said right at the very beginning, they're available on overclockers. I will put the link for you underneath. If you do end up buying some of these, I would love to see your build logs and any progress that you make with them, any designs, you know, anything that you decide to do with these. Please post pictures of them on the OC3D forums. I would love to see it. But for now, at least, this is Tiny Tom Logan with another video for you. Out!